Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Ian, and we are back with more Frieren. Last episode, I think we are basically kind of picking up right where we left off. Maybe it was a few more days. But we found some, what was it? Magic nullifying crystals, and then we found a cave full of it, just full of just giant gemstones of them, like pillars, basically made out of it. A little bit of flashback to Frieren with the group again, showing her taking the lessons from her old group of this time being if we run, we all run together. And just seeing her appreciate it and live in the moment, in that moment, with the new group, with her new, basically family. Very sweet. And then we caught up with Verbal. Again, hesitant how to say his name. But with him and their group, again tried to recruit him, but him recruit Stark, but he again refuses and is staying with our little party. Informed Fern like that she's a big part as to why he joined in the first place. We're just keeping on heading towards end day. I think as I say it, on this very long journey. You gotta be careful. This guy almost copyright just the the little bit that was barely audible in this. Man, I love the freaking transitions. I didn't mention it before. I was kind of just like too, I don't know, distracted or pulled in or something. But it's so good. The music is so good. It's, oh man, it's so beautiful too. The artwork. Oh, I love that shot. Oh, it's such a, oh my lord, the glowing, like the glow of the light on the. I'm not speaking very eloquently, but like it's just so gorgeous. Ooh. dude, I'm all for it. That is needed everywhere. Aw, who's this guy? He looks. That's not Himmel, unless disguise. The hero of the South. Is that the I didn't. I would assume she. Well, did she meet him? Meet him? Oh. So there's Aura. Who's the other one? Aura, right? Was the Schlact. What? That's bull. Did he defeat Schlacht or whatever his name? Oh dang, man. Well, he took down the future seeing one. Yeah, no kidding. Jesus. Whoa, so he came to her before Himmel. But Himmel's the one that convinced her somehow. Can he see the future too? Okay, so that's how he was able to keep up with that demon. Schlacht. Huh, that's impressive. Did he tell her about Himmel? Oh. Damn. Omniscient. Oh. Oh god. Jeez. Oh man, I'm already feel depressed about this. The visual though, Jesus. Can you see alterations even if they're not? And is that why she accepted? Oh, come on! No! Damn, dude. He was so cool. What the heck? He said even if there's the possibilities. This future's not set in stone. Not all futures. Yeah, that's different. What the heck? Why? Yo, what's going on? Uh-oh, something's going on. There's a ploy. Thumbs up. I don't trust this Frieren. Only buying what we need. Very frugally. For a few months, Jesus. Oh. Oh, was this? She's trying to avoid somebody? Graph. Touch. Oh. Jesus. Oh, okay. Who was your great grandmother? Again? Whoa. Well, this guy seemed a little better, though. Nicer. That'd be thrown in the dungeon, I guess. Or threatened. Huh. Oh, shit. She would have been able to sense the demon, right? The eyes just seem so... Yes! She ate them all? Jesus. Yeah, no kidding, we got that part. Demons. Yep. It's always a waste. Trying to appeal to them. Had to survive my ass. Oh man, some crazy action this time. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. What is that sword? What is about that sword though? Ooh. Oh wow. Oh whoa 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 whoa. Fern. Ah, thank God, Stark. Jesus. Kick. So Stark. Oh, please tell me that one got it. Come on, that had to have gotten it, right? Didn't dodge that. Music stopped. Okay. And that's when they would attack. Jesus Christ. Frieren was a demon. Frieren was a demon the whole time. And our grimoire. There we go. That's the Frieren we know. Maybe we can replace it with a replica and just, yeah, get rid of it, destroy it or something. Is this something else? Can we destroy it somehow? Is it? Can you not destroy it? Yeah. The demons will always be there to capitalize. She will now. So again, what did we get? What does it do? Does it detect rotten fruit? Hey man, if you prefer green ones and you have a bunch of red, or dang, such a quiet. I was gonna say kind of such a quiet episode, but there was that whole, battle of the demon. Was it turning red to green or green to red? She picked up red, so I'm assuming red to green. Okay, that was like I don't know. They all kind of see. It was like a very quiet episode, but I don't know. It was kind of sad in a way in the beginning, the portion with Hero of the South. I was wondering like how he was able to hold his own against a demon, the Schlact. Is that how it was? The omniscient. How he was able to hold his own against a demon that could see the future. On top of the other demons that he had to fight as well. But he also had that ability, which I'd have to assume one demon having that is powerful, but like a normal human having that has got to be exceedingly like 1 in 1,000 million years or whatever, 1,000 million, 1,000 or a million, a long time. Like there's got to be like one in a few. Like I'm wondering like that kind of a. I wonder. No, because that's not he. Blah. When he was telling Frieren, like it's like I'll tell you my secret, because you won't tell. So he, that's not something that's not a wide known ability he has. I wonder when she was like kind of telling the story. Like I'm assuming she didn't spill that bit of it, because he said that she wouldn't tell anyone. Because yeah, she doesn't care really. Like in the grand scheme of it, she doesn't care. But she did care. But she believed him, and she cared enough to accept Himmel's invitation, because he had said that Himmel would be the one to convince her, assuming telling her that you'll see something, he'll change your life or something like that. And I'm wondering if him saying I'll clear a path for you was what he had told her to tell him, or if there was something else that we find out later. It seemed to affect him a bit. Like he was smiling and then kind of like sort of sombered a bit. So maybe he was like, like a moment of reverence for this hero that knowingly went to his death. Like he knew where his life would end, but he went towards that, knowing that his contribution basically would leave a path for others to, defeat and kill the Demon King. I wonder if that's what kind of like he had told her to tell, what he had told Frieren to tell Himmel. That was like a heavy kind of story to get in like a small portion of time. I kind of wish we got to see him fight more and do more. He seems like a really nice guy. For someone that's willing to, like, knowing your future and willing to go towards that, takes a lot. The part where she's like, some future sight you have, your story didn't go and fall in the shadows. They remember you. People talking about you still. And let's see, what was it? Himmel's story, that was like 100 years ago, right? Or no? It was a while ago, and he approached them, like Himmel approached them after Here the South. I don't know if they said his name. They might have. I don't remember right now. But he approached Frieren, and then later on, we don't really see. I don't know if they noted like how long before he showed up from Himmel. But I am wondering like what the gap of time is. They might have stated it like while she was telling the story too. They probably did. It hasn't been long enough to where like he's been forgotten, because like the other two heroes that I can't remember his name right now. I looked it up before, but the monk that they met last season, he and his friend were a pair of heroes that people have forgotten at this point. And so while they haven't forgot, like they talk about, like she had said, he hadn't fallen in the shadows. His story hadn't fallen in the shadows, or however it was worded, buried in shadow. Hasn't been forgotten, but maybe it hasn't been long enough. But it could, you could just have just like a very lasting impression. I mean, the fact that he killed the demon that had foresight, that is gonna have some sway among the people. So I could just leave a really, strong impression. But yeah, I was wondering why she was so just like, goal oriented. In the other half, where she was like, no magic shopping. We don't have time to stay here for months. We must go. It's like, huh? But what you mean? That doesn't make any sense. You must be a demon of some sort. But nope, she was trying to escape before the same situation she had last time. However, I will say his great grandson or great grandson, whatever, seemed nicer and didn't seem as pushy as his great grandfather. Granted, he wasn't pushed. I don't know if he would have been more aggressive. But she kind of just like went for just like, fine, yeah, we'll go for it. I'm wondering if he would have been as like, been like, you'll be put in the dungeon if you don't go get my family heirloom. But I feel like we could do, unless it's not doable, not possible, create a replica. I feel like Frieren could figure out some magic. If she doesn't have it, that should be our goal. On our side goal of getting for getting to Ende, we should also look for a spell that lets us perfectly make a replica of an heirloom. Knowing these spells, that might be hugely specific. So, like a weapon, an heirloom, family heirloom that's a weapon. It's got to be able to perfectly replicate, so that, but doesn't have the same value or power. If it actually has power, if it's just, or if it's just most like the, I had the word from it and now it's gone. The symbolic power that it holds for demons. Um, if we just, if it doesn't have that, we replace the sword with the replica, so the family thinks they have the heirloom, and then we destroy the actual sword if it can be destroyed, because there's a possibility it can't be, or very possibly very difficult. The fight was cool, very short. Gave them more trouble than I honestly expected it to be fair. I'm assuming she knew from the get go that it was a demon, but she was waiting for a moment maybe, because she sensed the other guy. Oh no, she saw the horns. So I don't know. Can you? So can she sense if it's a demon? I mean, they don't usually they don't hide their aura. Their aura, is that what their mana? Is that what it is? They don't normally hide it. So, but funnily enough, is she? I guess she didn't know, because whenever they were getting Fern and Stark were getting ready to pray, she didn't. Frieren didn't just, you know, what's it called? Center mass fire the demon. She went for the pile of dirt to show that nobody was buried there, because there are no bodies left, because the demon ate them. Man, demons, man. I do appreciate that in this, because I know I haven't finished it and I'm really sorry. But I know in like the Demon Slayer, they're kind of like make you feel bad for the demons, and like kind of show like who they used to be. Demons in here, they're just kind of created, and also like there's no redeeming quality. They learn speech just so that they can manipulate, and trying to gain sympathy whenever they're like, I needed to do this to survive. And he's like, even though you guys can eat things other than humans, just like, why is that a reason not to eat humans? It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh god, demons, man. I like in this season that, like, because last season it was like they were showing her realize, kind of like going through these motions, like the second journey, and kind of just like obviously starting it in a similar manner, maybe a little bit softer than when she first started her journey with her original hero party, and slowly kind of like learning to slow down for Fern, or not to slow down, sorry, to pick things up, because slows down. She's moving slowly because life for her is not finite, as finite as human lives. Are they immortal in this? Like immortal unless killed in combat kind of thing? Regardless, like it's showing her like realizing certain moments and memories that held more meaning to her than she had thought. And in this season, at least so far, we're only in the second episode, but so far, this season seems more like she knows these lessons, she knows the moments, and she's wanting to now more enjoy and live in these moments and reminisce about the previous moment and connecting it to the moment she's having now, and appreciating the meaning and the impact on her life that they've had. And kind of like also passing these lessons on to Fern and Stark, which is very sweet, and I like that so far. That I'm wondering like how far if that's gonna be throughout the whole season, or if it's gonna be a certain part, and then not that she's gonna revert back to like trying to learn the lessons and trying slowing down, but just more like it's gonna be a certain point where that kind of like not stops, but just becomes more of a background. Not that this isn't like necessarily in the forefront, but it kind of is. But like to where like in the like a big story arc thing happens, so that kind of takes a backseat or something. I don't know. I'm assuming something else is gonna really take, like, there's always like every now and then there are parts where like there's a small arc within the series, like with the demons and leading up to fighting Aura and all that, and the license exam arc near the end. I'm just curious how that's gonna be, how they're gonna be dealing with that. But anyway, yeah, there's another like sweet for the most part episode, minus the demon being just a demon. Again, glad we're back. And I'm really sad because I upset. I don't know. I'm bummed because I was thinking that these episodes come out like at midnight or at the latest 2 in the morning. And then I could record that like I did. I've been doing these past few shows. But no, they come out at like 11 or 12. And I'm at work, so that's why these are a little bit later. And I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm also kind of glad because then I'm getting at least getting sleep. Anyway, I'm babbling. That's it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to stick around for whenever the next one comes out next week, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell icon and get that out to you guys as soon as possible. That one will be, there'll be every now and then it'll be a little bit later because I have D&D on every other Friday. Anyway, yeah, that's it. And see you guys next week.